What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Piscine Predator. I'm back with that TPP True Crime Talk, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Before we go, got a little favor to ask you. Can you smash that like? And if you haven't already, can you smash that subscribe? Come on, guys. It is free to do, man. Free to do. I mean, just a little action, little clickety click, 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 and I'm growing and you're being entertained. It's a win-win for everybody, right? Because every time the subscriber goes up, those counts go up, I get more inspired. So come on, help your boy out. All right, let's get into it. All right, topic for this video is a Travis Rudolph. Woo, that murder trial, baby. That murder trial. And I don't even like calling it murder trial, because what it should be called is a self-defense stand your ground trial, because that's what it is. All right, let's get this recap in. So we got 5, 6, and 7 days. 5, 6, and 7 recap on this trial. And what did we see? So prosecution took a millennium to bring up all their witnesses. I think it was like 23 witnesses. 23 witnesses. We're talking from Monique, the girlfriend, to, the brother's friends, to all the law enforcement involved in the investigation, right? And part of why it took so long, it wasn't just the number count of, witnesses taking the stand, from Monique and the brother and all them and, law enforcement. It was the cross by the defense. Boy, let me tell you what. One thing Travis Rudolph does have going for him is he has a killer defense team, man. I'm telling you, oh boy that is defending him, he goes hard in the paint, man. And I appreciate every second of it. Every second of it, man. He has dismantled everything. And I mean everything, from Monique's testimonies to her brother's testimonies to the surviving friend's testimony to law enforcement's testimony, investigation. Like, he has literally dismantled it all, man. I mean, like, you see that shake on the screen? That was literally how it was. Boy, that boy came in like just rocking, absolutely rocking. It was amazing. It's a bit amazing to watch, right? Because on one part of it, it's kind of frustrating, because for any of us in true crime that follow, actual trials, not just, cases after the fact, you know what I mean, when all the information's there. But for us that follow trials and are into that human psychology, like, this has been a master class defense, right? And it's been entertaining, and it's taken away from the frustration of the straight clown show. The clown show prosecution's put on. Prosecution in the investigation, absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Dead ass, guys. No cap. Absolutely horrible investigation. From the jump, we got a young lady, as lead investigator, who was fresh into the job, pretty much, who seen the name of a famous person involved in this, and right out the gate, it was either that, right? It's two things. It was either that she was like, I'm gonna make a name for myself off this case, or, she was siding with the woman. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she got beat, and these guys came over to talk, and this guy just shot him up for no reason. Like, come on, man. Come on. Dude, I'm telling you right now, the only thing the investigation got right in this whole situation, right? The only thing they got right was the gun dog found a gun, one gun that was used, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Because everything else has been BS. Like, from the get, you could tell that this lead investigator, she done made her mind up about what it was that happened. And she went into her investigation based off of that, and not doing full investigation. I mean, there was cell phone records that weren't taken. There was assumptions made on her part. She literally believed the girlfriend and the girlfriend's brother and friends, like, literally believed their story, their narrative on what they said right off the gate. Like, and it's apparent It's completely apparent by the investigation and what wasn't done. Man, I'm telling you what, I don't even it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the biggest football fan, so this ain't even me coming from like, oh man, as an NFL, guy, and I'm gonna be on that side. Nah, dude, I ain't even an NFL fan, bro. What I'm a fan of is the truth and justice, and straight up, there was no truth and justice about this investigation, man. And like I said, this defense has masterfully picked it all apart. So, anyways, guys, we've heard from Monique and the brother and the witnesses, the law enforcement witnesses, but most importantly, what we've heard from is the lead detective. The lead detective. Dude, oh man, I'm trying to think of a trial I can compare it to as far as just absolute crap when it comes to an investigation. And the only trial I could really think about is Michael Keatley. Yeah, Michael Keatley, the Ice Cream Man murder trial. That lead investigator on that, in that case, was absolute trash. Absolute trash. And so is this lady who's the lead investigator on the Travis Rudolph case. Like, absolute trash. I don't know how she has her position. The things I heard her say on that stand, like the overall incompetence that I heard coming from that lady, you can't make this stuff up. It was like watching a horribly written script. It's like, how can somebody be this incompetent at their job? Like, not looking into all the different angles and possibilities. Nope. You can literally tell from her testimony that she came up with her opinion of this case straight out the gate, and her investigation was based off of what she felt had happened, not actually searching for what happened. So when I made a statement that Monique got her brother's friend killed and her other brother's friend shot, I stand by that. Dude, in all honesty too, the crimes that were admitted to by her brother's friend, like the fact that this man went to that house with a gun and no concealed carry permit, he admitted to that. He straight up admitted to that. And her brother, Monique's brother, Keyshawn, this dude straight up admitted to making a straw man purchase. And that's how the guy got the gun that was brought. Like, what the hell? Are you serious? Man, I'll tell you what, dude. I tell you what I hope happens in this trial, man, I'll get back to that real quick. The other person that was of most importance over the last 3 days that we got to hear today, and they're not finished, with him yet, is DJ Rudolph, Travis's brother, his older brother. And the story that he told jives with all the evidence that we have. And you could tell this is a good dude. This is a really good dude. A good man. And you could tell he's still emotionally shook from this. There was no lie in this man. This man stood up there and told the truth, and you could read it in his language and his body language. You could read it. I'll tell you what, guys. I'll tell you what, man. This trial right here is one for the schools, law schools should be showing this as a what not to do. What not to do as a lawyer. What not to do as an investigator. Like, straight up. This ain't a how to do things. This is a how not to do things. Man, oh man, dude. It's pretty bad. It's pretty damn bad, guys. But, man, let's talk about DJ, though, man. Talk about a dude literally so truthful up there that, he was like, yeah, I don't agree with some of my stuff my brother did. Like, he wasn't beating around the bush on anything. He felt like his brother could have handled the confrontation with his woman better. And his brother was basically told him, like, before this even happened, like, man, honestly, dude, you need to stop messing with this woman. Like, and he was right, dead ass. But look, one of the things that he said, that DJ Rudolph said on the stand that hit me the hardest was he was basically saying, and this is truth, is that everybody in that courtroom, the jury, himself, the lawyers, the judge, people watching, none of us would be here if it wasn't for Monique, the girlfriend, gassing her little brother up and his friends to go do some stupid. Yeah, they went and played the F around and find out game, and they found out. They went to go assault a full-grown man, even though they're grown, but they still acting like boys, like, want to be hard, want to be thugs, want to be men. We're gonna show up over here, talk some, jump some people, flash a gun, and they messed around and they found out. Because the problem is, they were dealing with the older man and his older brother, and when they finally took enough of a beating by getting jumped, and Travis could get to his firearm, he went ahead and got to his firearm. You know what I mean? And, that's all that would have happened too, honestly. He got to his firearm. He got to the point where he got back to his brother to save his brother from getting beat to death. His brother, who was literally getting beat to death for trying to protect his own brother, right? They see his gun. They stop beating his brother and they retreat to the car. And once they retreat to the car, that's when firearms are drawn on their part. Now, you're going to draw a firearm on a dude rocking a freaking AR-15 with a drum? Bro, you dumb. You absolutely stupid. You should have gotten that car and just left. But instead, you want to point firearms at somebody rocking that kind of weaponry? Mess around and find out. And they found out. Unfortunately, somebody had to lose their life. And unfortunately, that gentleman that lost his life lost it for making a dumbass decision by going to support his brother, who didn't have anybody's, best interest at mind. All he had was his macho testosterone. I'm going to stick up for my sister. Come on, and let's face it, man. Anybody that's been watching this trial, like straight up, anybody that's been watching this trial, his sister's a straight up gold digging 304, man. 100%. 100%. Somehow, she got some cosmetic surgery when her boyfriend, or the man she was seeing, Travis, was broke. And she verbatim said, "You a broke," you know what I mean? Broke female dog multiple times. So he didn't have the money for that cosmetic surgery. She wasn't selling no houses. She was living at home with her mama. Now, how did she get that cosmetic surgery? Ponder on that one. The defense lawyers come out and kind of said it multiple times, but nobody's caught on to it. Nobody's caught on to it. How'd she get that money for that surgery? Did she have other prospects on the side besides Mr. Travis Rudolph, who was her long-term money? That was her long-term goal, get her bag, because she knew eventually he'd be back in either the CFL or making it back to the NFL once the CFL trip was done. She was after that money, guys, 100%. And then whenever she realized, like after about a month of them not being together, she realized that he might be, conversating with another woman, she lost it. Because why? Because that modern day narcissistic attitude that some women have, especially women in, metropolitan areas that, we all know Miami has plenty of. She didn't like that, man. She couldn't take that. And she went full physical. And another thing, too, is like prosecution up there trying to, grill DJ Rudolph. Man, they were literally trying to justify her actions of physically harming Travis Rudolph by hitting him, punching him, hit him with the bottle because he made a comment saying you're just jealous because her body's better than yours when he was comparing two women, talking about two women. I don't care what a dude says. I don't care what a woman says. Neither one of the individuals is justified to physically assault the other. Plain and simple. You know what I mean? And I say that, me, myself, I've had domestic violence perpetrated on me. I've been through it. I straight got punched like a freaking. I got punched by a woman like a man would punch me. Hey, and I've trained martial arts, jujitsu. Like, I've had a cage fight. I've street fought. I grew up the oldest of a bunch of kids. And I ain't gonna joke. I grew up a poor kid in the streets. So I know. I've been punched. And I got punched like a full-on man. And I did not touch the lady. But and I said nothing, man. I said nothing besides, what else can I say to you when being accused over some lies? So anyways, that being said, dude, I can't believe defense even went there. Like, you really gonna try to justify that during a trial? That she was justified in slapping or hitting, punching, striking with a bottle Travis Rudolph? Are you insane? Absolutely clown show to the max. Man, I am so happy that Travis Rudolph has the defense attorneys that he has, because they are no holds bar, and they realize to the fullest extent that this whole investigation and this prosecution is absolute BS. Absolute BS, and he is no holds bar, taking no prisoners, taking every witness to task, and I appreciate the hell out of it. Man, I tell you what, anybody that's not watching this trial that actually is into true crime or claims to be into true crime or likes, human psychology, dude, you guys are missing out on this trial right now. You know what I mean? And granted, I've been doing like a couple day recaps, not coming on every day and giving you the rundown, because it's really redundant, honestly. It's been really redundant, so I wouldn't have a whole lot to say. So that's why it's been like this. But I'm telling you right now, even with the redundancy, y'all are missing out on a grade A trial to see how human psychology works in this screwed up society that we have. Because it seems like prosecution and law enforcement that were involved, at least the lead investigator, they're out to lunch, bro. They're out to lunch. It's bananas, man. Absolutely bananas. But guys, I'm telling you right now, Travis Rudolph is innocent. Innocent, man. How would you guys respond? How would you respond if you have a fallout with the woman, right? You don't touch her. She tries to beat you, right? With her hands and a bottle of Patron. And only reason you don't get beat is because your older brother that lives in the house with you gets in the middle of it and keeps her from completely physically assaulting, right? How would you feel? That goes down. You don't touch her. She leaves, tells her little brother to shoot your shit up. Her little brother gets his three other goons with them. They get strapped up. They come to your house. It ain't even your house. It's actually your mama's house, right? And both you and your older brother live there to take care of your mom because your dad got shot in the head, got murdered a few years prior, right? Just to give you context of the situation. How would you feel? Them dudes come up, start knocking like the police. Your little brother goes out, answers the door, your older brother goes out, answers the door, and all of a sudden these dudes are pressing him, making him scared for his life. He's too scared to even turn around and go back in the house. You come out, see what's going on. You got your girl or your ex-girl's little brother running out the mouth, right? And saying, you got the wrong one, you messed with the wrong woman. And all of a sudden you get sucker punched by his homie from the side. Sucker punched like a little punk. Like, how you gonna feel, man? What are you gonna do? And all of a sudden you and your brother getting jumped by 4 dudes. Your older brother, who's a very chill dude, you could tell he's a good man. I mean, this dude's a farmer, bro. He's a farm in Georgia. He's only living there to take care of his mama. He's a good man. So you got 4 straight up young, dumb thugs armed, taking you and your older brother to task because they're outnumbering you. And you finally get away to break it up. And the only way to break it up is to grab your gun. So you grab your gun and they stop fighting. They retreat to their car, and all of a sudden they're gonna pull guns on you. What you gonna do? I'll tell you what I would have did. The same thing Travis Rudolph would have did. I'd have emptied that clip though. He didn't empty the full drum. I'd have emptied it. Straight up, guys. I mean, 100%. 100%. I mean, I don't know what else to say, man. This trial is crazy. And it sounded like we only got one more day of defense witness, and then it's going to go into deliberation, right? And I'm going to tell you right now, if there's any common sense in that jury at all, any common sense, iota of common sense in that jury, I'm gonna estimate here that we're looking at about 3 to 4 hours max deliberation, and we're gonna get a not guilty. Because honestly, that's what they should say, not guilty. Travis Rudolph did not ask for these men to show up at his home and assault him and his brother. He didn't ask to have to be put in a position where he has to retrieve an equalizer, his firearm, to stop the beating from happening. He didn't ask for that. And he didn't ask for them to pull their guns out once he did. Not guilty, my guy. You ain't guilty, Travis. You ain't. You did what you had to do. You did the right thing. You did what I'd say 99.9% of the men in this country would have did. Now, I might be being generous because I know we got a lot of, liberal anti-gun people in this country. So, I mean, that might be a little bit generous. But I think even those guys put in that same situation where their life's at danger, their brother's life's at danger, they probably would have did the same thing. Probably. And like I said, that might be being generous, but that's how I feel. But anyways, guys, man, I'll tell you what, if y'all ain't watching this trial, y'all are missing out. Absolutely missing out on a chance to see one of the biggest clown show trials I've ever seen. One of the best defense strategies I've ever seen. I mean, bravo on the defense. But y'all are missing out on this one. And if, you're coming across this video, I implore you, go to Law and Crime and start watching this trial. Even if you got to watch it at 1.5x speed, go watch this trial back. I'm telling you right now, it'll blow your mind. Absolutely blow your mind that there are people this incompetent in our system making calls on our lives. It's bananas, man. Absolutely bananas. Oh, man. But that's all I got at this point, guys. That's all I got. Monday, trial starts back up. Defense is going to finish off with their witnesses. You're going to get the closing arguments. You know what I mean? And jury's going to go into deliberation. And like I said, 3 to 4 hours. We're going to get a not guilty. And what I hope after that not guilty, I truly hope Travis Rudolph and his team start suing the shit out of people. Start suing some people, man, because he has grounds for it. I truly believe he has grounds for some lawsuits. But that being said, guys, that's all I got. And you know how it goes. Until the next video, it's your boy, the Piscine Predator. I'm out, man. Much love, y'all. Peace.